Hey everybody, welcome back. It's 9:19 a.m. on August 24th where I'm at, and I just put in 2.04 miles running and I walked 0.6 miles. So not really all that far, not really all that much effort, but that is also based on my current level of activity. So what I mean is, it wasn't hard to actually run that far and walk that far, and by many accounts I probably could go a lot further. However, 2 nights ago I went to bed with a pretty extreme head pressure, and then when I woke up, I still had that pressure all day yesterday. So much that I spent most of the day trying to recover, sleeping in pain. And it was so weird. When I went to sleep, the pain went away. And every time I woke up, I remembered what kind of a nightmare I was actually living right then, because the pain would return so suddenly and severely that I couldn't even remember if I was dreaming or not. So part of my journey, that I've spent trying to account for recalling my dreams by dream journaling. I talk about how important that is in order to help to rejuvenate our mind. And in a lot of cases, if I actually knew that I was dreaming, I would be able to change the topic of my experience, my dream experience. I've talked with a few people about these tips, these insights, and one person actually got so absolutely angry with me at talking about this possibility that they got in my face and yelled at me with an ugly face. Even their dentures fell out, and they made an even uglier face because their dentures were out of their mouth. And they were saying something along the lines of, "What do you think I am, the Romans coming to kill Jesus?" We hadn't even been talking about, theoretically, we hadn't been talking about peace or anything along those lines, unless you consider that dreams and even our very foods that we eat are mentioned in many books of peace, including the book that talks about the person that apparently the Romans were wanting to kill, according to the person who was yelling at me for talking about dreams. So how am I feeling today? I'm feeling great. I'm sorry that sometimes I don't present the most straightforward content in the most direct way. And a lot of times that's just simply because I don't know what I'm going to say. For the most part, I'm just trying to experience my day just like anyone else. But on top of that, there are unusual anomalies, like just the very act of getting into traffic right now and seeing how certain people respond to my proximity. I've had people do the most unusual things both on and offline. Online is the easiest place where we can have the shared experience that you can also take note of. Like, you can see my health online. You can easily backtrack right now while this platform is available and go, hey, this is what that guy looked like on that day. This is what that guy looked like on this year. This is what that guy looked like after he was talking about this experience. And in some cases, I talked about things that our very officials might have wanted to investigate. Like in the national parks, when I encountered some people who are trying to take a turtle from the national park. What they were going to do with it, I don't know, but they bloodied it. And I had that insight captured on video. Now, a lot of stories today on our major headlines are talking about people behaving bad, tourists behaving badly. It's not just tourists, it's everyone behaving badly wherever they are. And if they happen to be in a situation where they can go elsewhere with someone else, on their dime even, or even just because collectively they were able to accomplish those things, what we have is a lot of people enabling one another to behave badly. There's no corrective action. And so you get to a situation where we have a lot of pent-up frustration and anger, and that aggression, especially if it's misdirected, can be misdirected at our loved ones, at the people we are most familiar with, the people who we know will not harm us, so to speak. I've got a lot of experience that I've earned, and even experience that I've not earned. Experiences that I've deserved, and experiences that maybe I don't deserve. But collectively, we are all releasing an iteration of energy. Through the very act of being born, the energy was released in a way to do something. And the only thing that we can do among all of these splits of energy is either help one another to accomplish what we're trying to accomplish, or to hinder one another. So, to those of you who have been a part of this journey, who have subscribed and celebrated along with me, I'm celebrating along with you. For all of us, even the ones who haven't subscribed, I'm celebrating along with you. And I can only hope that you want me to succeed just as much as I want you to succeed. And all of us, no matter what our goals are only governed by what we feed internally. So if we feed goodness internally, we're going to accomplish goodness. And if some people want to squash out that goodness, every once in a while, we're going to suffer some setbacks in terms of being able to accomplish the good things that we are hoping to accomplish. But those temporary setbacks and those amazing accomplishments don't go unnoticed. And all we have to do is just patiently continue in the direction of healing one another. So for those of you, friends and family who have subscribed and unsubscribed over and over, don't worry. That doesn't do anything to me except tell me, hey, I can acknowledge you. And you're, in fact, acknowledging me. So thank you so much for joining me on this journey. Until next time, again, I feel like I put in a decent run and I feel so good. I'm going to do everything I can to try and repeat yesterday's plant-based approach to regaining my health. Till next time, peace, love, and all that old school stuff.